Pag-usapan natin ang Balik Probinsya Program ng gobyerno kasama si National Housing Authority General Manager Marcelino Escalada Jr. Pwede rin po kayong sumali sa ating talakayan at i-post lang ang inyong mga comments at tanong sa ating Facebook Live. Magandang hapon po, GM Marcelino.
Good afternoon po. Magandang hapon din, Ruth.
Una-muna sa lahat, sir, bakit po ang NHA ay isa sa mga ahensyang mangunguna nitong Balik Probinsya Program? Ano pong role ng NHA?
Very critical ata yung role ng NHA with respect to the first element of providing settlement in the province. I think given na yan siya, Ruth, that housing is the basic element within which the Balik Probinsya can be successful, to be followed by, let's say, for example, hindi naman siya ganun in hierarchy. These are elements present. For example, employment, opportunities, livelihood, training, and housing. So wala naman silang sinasabi na these are all in that particular order. But these are elements composing the successful implementation of Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa.
Okay, mamaya mas pag-uusapan natin yung tungkol sa housing aspect. Pero in general, GM, ano po ba itong Balik Probinsya Program? Ano po ba ang mga benepisyo? At sino ang pwedeng mag-avail nito?
Okay, thank you, Ruth. Actually, ang incidental naman talaga yung pagka-designate ng GM. Ako, may appointment GM ng National Housing Authority. Incidental because it was no less than the President has selected and decided to make me and designate me as the Executive Director of the Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa. Now, what does it say to everyone? Alam naman natin yung nangyayari sa Metro Manila right now with all of these elements present in one situation: the population, the vulnerability, the health issue, the urbanization, population, control, increase in mortality, all of crime, criminal, everything. So sabi namin, the key within which we shall be able to provide development as well at the regional level. Sabi na natin that the objective of Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa is to strike a balance of regional development because concentration of development happens in Metro Manila. But there are other urban centers in the country today such as Davao, Bacolod, Iloilo, Cebu, Butuan, Iligan, Cagayan. These are all. So ang Balik Probinsya is an option of our mga kababayan natin nandito sa Metro Manila right now to reconsider their stand. Sabi namin doon sa ating assessment, some of them nakatira sa Maynila 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I think it's about time that kung umalis sila sa probinsya nila 5 years ago, many things have already happened in the provinces. So Balik Probinsya, the first definition of that is balik ka sa probinsya mo because there are more opportunities right now. The second definition sa Balik Probinsya natin is that it does not necessarily mean na balik ka sa probinsya where I came from. For example, in my case, taga Davao ako, I do not necessarily go to Davao. I can go to Bataan. I can go to Palayan. Why? Because these are opportunities already in the country today. For example, there are 500 economic zones all over the country and people are not so much aware of this. So the Balik Probinsya is a vehicle, is a tool within which government is able to link and match the capacities, competencies of the people in Metro Manila and go to Bataan or Palayan. Case in point, Ruth, right now, Bataan has 1,000 jobs waiting for anybody and Palayan has 500. So it's just a matter of matching all of this. And the benefit, Ruth, that every Filipino would get from the Balik Probinsya, simple naman din una nating ginagawa. Dalawang benefits ito. Personal benefits as well as institutional benefit. Ano yung personal benefit? Kung mag-decide ka ngayon, you can have the transportation allowance for amounting to 35,000 or less, depende sa actual cost kung saan ka pupunta. Right now, we are ruling out 112, the first batch going to Leyte, and the cost is something like 1,740 lang. So, affordable siya masyado to the budget of the government kasi we earmark 35,000 for anybody who would return back to their province. Second is, meron tayong 60,000 na transitional allowance. This is both food and non-food items upon the return to the province. And the third is the 15,000 livelihood allowance. Now, all others, yung sinasabi nating mga recommendations from employment, from business, training, lahat yun gagawin ng mga regional offices natin na membro ng Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa Council. In short, Pagdating ng mga tao, for example, the first 112 right now, pagdating nila bukas kaagad at 2 p.m. in the afternoon in Leyte, allow them to settle down. Pagkatapos, undertake the protocols ng COVID, then Department of Labor will facilitate. I have already right now, Ruth, around 28,000 enrollees to the program. Sobrang dami na nag-avail.
Okay.
This is just a matter of 7 days.
GM, I'm taking down yung mga sinabi niyong amount. You have 35,000. Ano ba
50,000 and 15.
Yeah. And then, ano yung 35,000 una yung sinabi? That was the original parang transportation ba dapat?
Transportation allowance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you get the 35 and then the 60 and then the 50, tama po ba yung computation 15? Is posibleng umabot ng more than 100,000 per person? Do you get that in cash or that's just yung calculation nyo sa budget? Ano pong makukuha in cash?
Yun ang formula natin ngayon. Because we will not give in cash actually.
Okay.
These are all items disbursed according to the budget. For instance, yung 1,700 natin na bayarin sa RORO as well as sa bus, ibayad natin yan diretso sa ating service provider.
Okay.
Yung 60,000, it will be a non-cash, non-food and food items. Kasi, alam mo yung sa literature, Ruth, I went over the details of the 1990 rollout of the Balik Probinsya. Pag ibigay mo ang cash, not to, of course, hindi naman tayo discredit, this is an opportunity by which people will use it for other purpose. In fact, pag ibigay mo yan sa terminal, hindi pa nga nakaalis yung bus, nag-disembark na, or one municipality before reaching their final destination, nag-disembark na, and bumalik na sa Maynila. So, what we're trying to prevent right now is the provision of cash at all times. But this will be in a form of livelihood. Hindi sila magugutom, Ruth, yung kababayan natin, if they so decide to return back to the province.
Paano ho yung mangyayari dito sa provision of food? Magbibigay ng bigas, mga ganun po ba ang mangyayari? If you say it's not cash, or paano pong transitional allowance? Anong covered po yan?
Yeah. We recommend it to DSWD to regularly visit our clients the moment they are in the province already. So that's, let's say for example, you have 60,000. Then pagkatapos, bigyan natin sila ng 5,000 para lang pangbaon. Let's say for example, whatever you need during the travel, during the trip. Gusto mong kumain ng something that you will be able to get your stomach filled during the travel, may cash doon. All the rest, it will be a voucher type doon sa probinsya na. So it will be released on a gradual by voucher para naman hindi maabuso yung ating government entitlements or benefits.
Tapos
so
yung,
DSWD, yeah.
Yung ano po, yung sa housing, paano po ang titirahan nila?
Yeah. Ito yon. In our profiling, ito yung mga questions namin. This is very material to everyone because I asked in our profile of the 28,000 right now, may bahay ka ba sa probinsya? Yes or no? Pag wala, then housing will be, NHA, DSUD will be able to respond to that. May negosyo ka ba sa probinsya? Yes or no? May lupa ka ba sa probinsya? Yes or no? May tirahan ka ba sa probinsya? And the one last question which Secretary Wendell Avisado recommended is, what do you intend to do when you are in the province to support financially yourself and your family? May drop down doon, Ruth, at 10. Fishing, agriculture,
pwede natin
farming.
ipakita, we have that on graphics, yung mga possible livelihood, ano sir? Opo.
Yeah, that's right. So doon sa website natin, thebalikprobinsya.ph, may drop down doon. What do you intend to do to financially support your family or yourself in the province?
Pinakikita natin, sir, livelihood options. You have agriculture, agribusiness, manufacturing.
Correct.
Okay.
That's right. So ito yung susuportahan ng ating line departments. So kung magsabi ka na agriculture, kasi captured yung information, Ruth, we have a database of the 28,000 that enrolled already. So very specific, very targeted yung benefits na ibigay natin sa isa't isa. This is not something na one size fits all intervention, but ano yung kailangan specific na isang tao when he goes to the province already. So yung ganong klaseng sistema, Ruth, we are able to get that data already.
Pero ang tanong ko po ay yung housing. So kung wala po silang housing na nababalikan, di ba sinabi niyo po kung may lote, di ba may questionnaire na gano'n. Pero kung wala nga po silang housing na babalikan doon sa probinsya, or kung gusto nga nilang pumunta, sabi niyo, in-encourage niyo kahit sa ibang probinsya, ano po?
Yeah, I'd like to answer that question. That was the first question. The first question nandun sa profiles, may bahay ka ba sa probinsya? yung 110 ngayon na aalis, all said yes. Meaning to say, may bahay sila, may pamilya sila, may father sila, may parents sila. Because these are all traveling alone. Itong aalis ngayon. So I don't need to intervene because may bahay sila sa probinsya. So ngayon, pag wala kang bahay, if you say no, NHA, we should, our Pag-ibig Fund, our Socialized Housing Mortgage Finance, will be able to package already a loan housing program for them, which is affordable housing assistance for them. So in the case of NHA, we can provide the 400 pesos monthly amortization, but that will come 6 months after from now. That is why tinitingnan namin, very very strategic and very practical yung move ko ngayon.
Okay.
I will schedule those that would need more help later in our scheduling within the month or even next month para
Sige.
maka-position.
GM,
Yes, good
GM Escalada.
afternoon.
Okay. Marami pong tanong dito. Ang actually sabi ni Pachi Choi, paano daw po mag-apply? May pupuntahan ba silang office? Or I think meron din sa website, ano po?
Yep. Thank you, Rosa, for that. There are two ways within which to apply to the program. In observance of the physical distancing, I developed an online application. So mag-visit lang sila sa balikprobinsya.ph, then click the word apply. Then pagkatapos, kung they cannot understand more or less the language yung ginamit namin doon, English, may Tagalog doon na version. So all you need to apply, then pagkatapos basic information lang. Kung anong pangalan mo, anong qualifications mo, anong competence mo, anong skills mo. Then the moment you submit it, then it goes to the database. That's one. Second is, meron tayong mga tao na walang smartphones at saka walang net. So we will be distributing by the order of the DILG through our barangays, lalabas today and tomorrow, lahat ng mga hard copies natin. They will manually fill up the form, Ruth. Then pagkatapos, our MSSDO and CSSDO in the LGU will be the one to encode the manually filled up forms. That goes to the database as well.
Okay, isa pa, GM Tyrone Joseph De Leon. I'm a middle-class earner subjected to temporary layoff and I want to go back to Nueva Ecija to pursue agri-business. May isa pang nagtatanong, ito po ay middle class daw siya, class earner. May isa rin pong nagtatanong, teacher, hindi ko na mahanap dito. Yung mga ganun po, pwede po ba sila na mag-apply kahit ano yung naging trabaho nila dito dati?
Thank you, Rosa. The Executive Order 114 signed by the President and endorsed by Senator Bongo is very clear. So walang qualification, walang criteria kung sino-sino mag-apply sa balik probinsya. Kahit ano pa man yung status mo dito sa Maynila, whether you are employed, self-employed, businessman, na gustong bumalik sa probinsya, the essence and the principle behind is that you decide to return back to your province for good. And yung permanently, hindi siya pwede as an option na mag-escape ka lang sa hassle ng Metro Manila, but it is a fundamental decision that you will stay in the province for good. So in that case, kung gusto kang lilipat at saka babalik sa probinsya, kahit empleyado ka, na layoff ka, or middle class ka, the government resources will always be there to support you.
GM, yan nga po yung nabasa kong ilan dun sa mga comments ng ibang political analysts natin or even from the academe na kahit na daw tinry na dati itong Balik Probinsya program, parang hindi daw ganun ka-effective kasi like sinabi nyo, dapat they have to go back to the province for good, di ba? Pang matagalan. Paano po maa-assure yan na hindi sila, kasi karaniwan, bumabalik lang po dito sa Metro Manila eh. So, may kontrata po ba yan na hindi na sila babalik? Paano po yun matututukan?
I will start with the contract. So our approach for the BP2, Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa, we will not adhere to a contract. Kasi kahit paano, kung may kontrata pa man wala, kung ang tao talagang babalik sa Metro Manila, wala tayong magawa doon. It's a decision that he takes and he took na babalik talaga sa Maynila. So out yung kontrata na yan. However, when you avail of programs from DTI, from TESDA, from DOLE, magsusoft loan ka na, may assistance na, then you will be tied up to a program agreement. So yung program agreement mo, for example, nahiram ka ng 100,000, 200,000, that is in itself a program agreement entered into by government as well as yung tao. Now, yung babalik talaga dito, Ruth, actually tama ka. I have read a lot of those na bumalik pa rin. Well, hindi naman talaga perfect na programa ang Balik Probinsya Bagong Pag-asa. This is an option. an option provided by government to them. So if they will not take the option, wala tayong magawa. That is the right of everyone. Sabi ko nga, right now, over the last 7 years, 28,000 na nag-enroll. Kung babalik ang 10%, 20%, I still have 80% success rate. So kahit ano pang gagawin ng gobyerno, it's an option that one has made for himself. Wala tayong magawa doon. However, we have certain safety measures na hindi siya maabuso. That is why, sabi natin, what is the immediate? Immediate is paalisin natin sila ngayon kasi gusto nila. This is not something na we force them. This is something voluntary. Willing sila with consent and aware sila. Now, on the long term, Ruth, sabi namin, the moment you will be able to taste living in a province, ako, taga Davao ako, hindi ka na babalik dito sa probinsya, especially so, pabalik sa Metro Manila. Especially so if you have the employment already, the opportunities are there, the recreation is there, and everything. So meaning to say, ang balik probinsya naman bagong pag-asa Ruth, is not a program to be completed next year. Sabi ko, this will be a continuing program of government, not even during the time of President Rudy Duterte. It can go on and on. So if it failed in the past, we will try it again. It doesn't necessarily mean na kung it failed before, we will also fail. We will make sure, isa lang to ang nasasabi ko, Rota,
Okay.
there were missing links in the formula before, and we're trying to fill in all of those links. Sinasabi na, recast na. Sinasabi nila, pabalik-balik na.
Okay.
Well, there were missing links. Now, we're trying to enhance. And we're
Sige
not
po.
saying na talagang babagsak ito. This is a continuing effort of government.
Sige po, konti na lang kasi time natin. Briefly lang, pag-usapan lang po natin yung housing loan payment moratorium, no? Ngayong panahon ng COVID-19 crisis. Ano pong mechanics nito? Paano, kahit sino ba pwedeng mag-avail na hindi muna magbabayad ng housing loan?
Actually, the Secretary of DSUD has already made an announcement together with the three of us. Si Pag-ibig Fund, si Social Mortgage Finance, as well as si NHA, ako. I can speak for NHA. We already made an arrangement na hindi magbabayad since March 15. March 15, April 15, and May 15. Probably, they will start on June 15 na. So, we have 3 months na hindi kami kukolekta ng 300 or 400 tax amortization. So, tuloy lang after June 15.
Okay, pero paano po yan? After nyan, yung 3 buwan, iuurong lang po ba yung, yung maturity or babayaran pa ulit ng bulto yung 3 buwan? And may penalties po ba?
Tama ka. Walang penalties kasi I have asked the board to condone the penalty yung interest natin sa 3 buwan. So, iuurong lang. We will just extend the
Okay.
term payment of another 3 months.
Okay, maraming pong salamat kay National Housing Authority General Manager Marcelino Escalada Jr. At yan ang mga